You're having a good one. I'm having my cup of coffee, and thought I would sit down and do some tarot readings a bit early because I might be busier later on tonight. So I hope you guys are having a good day. Hope you're having a good start to your day. And for those of you coming in, or maybe you got stuff going on today, you guys can just catch it on the replay. So let me just go ahead and get the cards all ready, and we'll do some Foodie Beauty Tarot and do some gossip as well. Hey, Leaky Eye Pondu, how are you? Mike, sir, how have you been? It's been too long. How have you been? Where have you been? We miss you in Girl World. We loved your laugh. I love your laugh. It's been too long hearing it, sir. How are you, sir? Hey, Wooly. Hey, Judy. Pink Cactus. Cat Lady. Dan. It's been too long, Mike. My goodness. Your laughter was just sunshine for the ears for all of us in Girl World. Chocolate Cupcake, Beverly. The Decal Cat. Oh, you're sick on the couch. Oh, Payday, I'm so sorry. I hope you feel better. I don't know what's going on, but take care of yourself. Hope it's nothing serious. All right, so, well, you got the flu or something? If it's the flu, crackers and 7-Up. That'll make your tummy feel better. Chocolate cupcake. Chocolate cupcake. So how are you guys been? Angela. Welcome, guys. Lindsay. I know I'm extremely early. I know I'm kind of early, guys. I know it's Saturday. But I am just doing this while I've got the time to do it. Because, again, I might be busy a little earlier. Later, sorry. Hi, Cannon. I've got some stuff going on tonight, so I can't wait till tonight to do the readings. Hey, Kimberlina. You just got to do it when you got the time. All right, so let's see what the cards have to say to Miss Foodie Beauty. Where is... I'm looking for something. Where is it? For the little... Oh, there it is. Hello. This stuff to cleanse the cards. I want to make sure the cards are nice and cleansed first. And myself, too. Welcome in, everybody. So glad to have you here. Sometimes you got to just cleanse the cards and get them ready. Where's Queen Booger? She's right here. She's being Booger. Booger. She's wandering about the room as she does. Hey, Brooke. Booger is doing booger things, which usually involves getting into trouble. She earned her nickname, Bubbles. Hey, Bubbles. Like, that's how she got her name, Booger, by just being mischievous. Yeah, Booger is fun. We gotta love the boogers. Hey, Olga. So I hope everybody's having a lovely weekend. Hope you guys are having a very great weekend. Hello, Britt. Hello, darling. Is Booger an only child? Yes and no. She's an only child with me, but there are 5 other cats in the house and a dog. But she doesn't play well with others. You get me? She's a jealous old lady. She loves her mother and she doesn't like to share. She's very, you're my mother and I'm not sharing you with no one. But other cats in the house that adore me. There is a 20-pound, I think she's like a Persian cat. Her name is Omara, and she adores me. And then there's Bella, a black cat. They're very social. They love me to pieces. Hold on, let me fix my cards here. They just dropped all over. All right. Exactly, Teardrop Pontu. So this house is full of pets. Booger just doesn't know how to play well with others. All right, so let's just getting this all situated here. Again, hope you guys are very well. So while I'm sitting here shuffling the cards, what do you guys think about what's going on with Shantal? Like the whole situation with the food and the back and forth, and one minute I care about my health, the next minute she's not. I can give you my opinion. I think Foodie is trying to walk in two worlds. I think that she's trying to have one side of her audience that she's trying to draw in and give the impression that she cares about her health. On the other side of the fence of the Foodie people, she's trying to cater to two different types of audiences and bring them both in and capitalize on both. But those audiences are different. You need to pick a lane, Foodie. You know, like she just needs to pick a lane about what she wants to do. That way, the people who want her to get healthy, they're not getting stressed out and confused and frustrated and angry over the lack of health. Hello, Allison. Yeah, exactly. She is confusing people. She's being very confusing to people. And another thing, while we're here, and this is just my opinion, she talks a lot about BED. I'm not a doctor. I'm not here to diagnose Shantal, but I don't think she has it. I think she's got a very extreme food addiction, which she still needs therapy for, but she doesn't have BED. I don't think she has it, because BED, the way it usually goes, there's a sense of shame and embarrassment. You don't want to eat in front of people. You don't want people to know. And a lot of things that she does are planned. She plans coming on camera. She plans eating in front of people. She uploads the videos. I don't see, usually with BED, when you have your B moments, afterwards you feel angry at yourself. You're mad, like, why did I just do that? I don't see that with her. You know, I don't see like the aftermath of like, I had this B moment and why did I just do that? There's no sense of like self-anger where there should be with BED. So she is an extreme food addict, in my opinion. Need a lot of therapy for that, a lot of therapy, but she doesn't have BED yet. She talks about BED and she brings in people that may have are dealing with BED or have dealt with it. And then she turns around and has the B moments on camera. And it's like you're messing with other people's possible recovery by doing that. And you're putting tags on your videos to bring in the Foodie people. Like you just can't, you shouldn't be doing that. So finding him a Syrian wife, I don't know. He's stupid. He fell into a life. Well, I hope you get back up. Don't. Hope you didn't hurt yourself, Shelly. Yeah, free stuff is good. How do you do the thing where you give away memberships? Let's see. I know we get like 10 a month to give away. Engage with your audience. Where's the freaking button? How do you give away memberships here? I didn't know you could do that. I didn't know that for the longest. How do content creators give away the 10 free memberships? There's no button when I'm looking at to give away the free memberships. I'll have to look into that so I can max mine out every month. How's the housefly doing? I'm sure Jeff is staying busy. As much trash as she leaves around, I'm sure Jeff is staying quite busy. Beck spilled tea on Amberlynn. The shuffling. Yes, the lovely shuffling. Jeff is doing the Lord's work. And don't forget about Fruit Fly. We can't forget about Fruit Fly, y'all. Jeff and Fruit Fly, they go way back. You know. They go way back. Well, thank you, Shelley. I mean, housefly and fruit fly, they met when they were both, you know, little maggots on a piece of a banana. They grew up together, you know, flew around together, fighting garbage together. You know, we've heard of ride and dies, right? Well, they're both ride and flies. So like they hang together. You're my ride and fly, man. Jeff is ticking off Shantal. He's doing the Lord's work. Somebody's got to. Why is this card sticking together? What is that? Cut that out. Click on the money icon in the chat thing. Maybe the same for creators. Really? What? The chat box thing. I see like a goal thing. Oh. I just see super stickers and super chat. I don't see anything for me. Maybe I'm not big enough. Maybe I have to be bigger in size or something to do that. I just see, when I click on that, I see super sticker and super chat. I don't see where you can give away memberships. Maybe that's just for bigger channels. All right. So I want to do some readings like this whole thing with Chantal's eating. I want to see like what is going on there. Like what are her insights and like what is there any, are there any plans there? Like, does she plan to stop? Is she going to keep going? Like where her thoughts with the food? Honestly, I don't think she can let the food go. She spent 8 years building this almost nearly perfect toxic addiction machine. She built it up to feed and satisfy all of her addictions, and she's not going to break it down because without that machine, she cannot satisfy those addictions by herself. So it's how she makes her money. How can she quit? She's got nothing else to fall back on. And she put herself in a very bad corner. She needs those Foodie people. Shantal went to Thailand with Salah. It was far more entertaining. This is true, Britt. You know what, though? Like, listen, I'm just going to put it out there for y'all. We are never going to get any outside doing stuff content from Shantal. You want to know why? Because some of those Foodie people, they might be the gainers and the immobilizers. Though they're different subfolders to the main folder. So you've got the gainers that want to see you gain weight, and a lot of it. Then you've got the immobilizers that they enjoy seeing that person who's being fed having trouble doing the simplest of things. So if she tries to go out and do something, they're going to pay her more money to eat and seal. Oh, just lay around, don't do anything, Shantal. Hey, Omni. So if she tries to do something or go on a diet, they will give her more food and give her more money just to sit around and not do anything. Why would she want to attract the feedies? They are killers. The first obvious reason is the money. The second, because she wants to be somebody, Britt. And this is how she gets attention. She's got an addiction for attention. And when in front of the feedies, she's a star. Like, they give her attention. They give her praise. They praise her weight. They praise her body. Like, they make her feel like somebody. So, like, she's all about pleasing them because that strokes her ego. They probably do, Hill. That might play into the immobilization fetish, the huffing and puffing, the getting into the car, the trouble of stepping over a curb, having trouble doing her housework, going up a set of stairs. And I think she also might be catering to the adult baby fetish. That's another one. She does a lot of different fetishes on her channel. She does the food fetish, different subfolders of the food fetish. I think she might be catering slightly to the poo fetish guys by talking about all the poo stuff, the adult baby fetish. There's all kinds of stuff she's doing on her channel. She doesn't really have a regular YouTube channel. It is a fetish channel. She's looking for and catering to the fetish guys. She needs help ASAP. Yes, she does, but she's not going to get it. That's the thing. You've got to want it. You've got to commit yourself to it. She's not ready. She's not ready. She's not fighting back. She's not ready. All right. So let me just go ahead and get into this reading. No, I don't think she ever will be ready. And you want to know why? Because as she's convincing herself if she's got certain things going on, if those things are going on, she's fine. As long as she's got her YouTube channel, as long as she's got her beezers, as long as she's making money with her content and Salah is around and she's got the apartment, she's fine. Nothing else matters. As long as the outward appearance of fine is maintained, she's fine. As long as she can maintain the illusion, she's fine. And y'all want to know something? I think she's been watching Neo Tarot. Either she's been watching Neo directly or indirectly through those of us that talk about it, because some of the things she's been saying lately, I think she's been checking out Neo's content. I know that I've been covering her. I know that Yaba, French Fry Girl, I think she's been looking. She's been noticing. Hey, Migsy. So yeah, she's been checking out Miss Neo. Yep, I think so too, Starry Night. I think she did. Because Neo's been talking about a lot of different health issues relating to Foodie, like problems with her teeth, problems with her heart. What else? The bulging eye. And Foodie's probably watching these readings going, how does she know? She's not part of girl world. How does she know this stuff? Because we know. All right, so let's get some insight to all this, the eating nonsense, like the uptick in eating. Like, what is going on there? Like, what is the motivation? What is the mindset here? What are the circumstances surrounding that? I want to know. I really want to know. What insight can we get today from that? All right. So let's see. So the first card down is the Page of Pentacles. Actually, you know what? I'm going to put a few cards down so I can look at them side by side. If you don't mind, we just put 5 down so I can see. Okay. Ooh. All right. So the first card down is the Page of Pentacles. And the feeling that I'm getting off of this card is I keep hearing in my mind, keeping your eye on the prize. Like this is the page looking at the pentacle. Keep your eye on the prize. So clearly, like this is about making money, like looking towards the pentacle. The motivation is money. Like she's like very, very money oriented right now. This is followed up by the Knight of Wands. So this is a way for her to make money. This is where she feels where her creativity stems from. It flows from. This is how she feels the most creative. Like when she's doing her Foodie content, when she's doing the food content, like this is what gives her motivation. Notice the knight on the horse. Like the horse is like, get up and go, right? The horse is on the go. Like this is what motivates her. Like she feels some motivation when she does this. So let's just get up and go and do this. Like this is what she feels gets her creative juices flowing, although it's really not that creative. Like this is her creative outlet. You know, like this is what gets her moving. Problem is, this card popped up rather early. We've got the Nine of Swords. So whatever's going on, it's not sitting well with her. Like I feel like the Nine of Swords, this is what happens behind the scenes. That in front of the camera, you know, like when the cameras are turned on, it's like, you know, like big smile on the face and hey everybody, I'm doing my cameo stuff and you know, like when notice in the background is very bright, it's very sunny. Like when she's got the camera on, everything is I keep hearing this, everything's sunny in Philadelphia. You know, like she puts on this appearance of everything is sunny, everything is bright. Like this is her maintain image, bright atmosphere time. And again, like when this makes her happy, the content that she's doing makes her happy. But when the cameras are turned off, like something, there's a lot of worries going on here. There's a lot of worry. Like she's worried about something. She is very worried about something. Like something is weighing on her mind. I'm just some kind of issues. Actually, it looks like a whole bunch of issues. There are several things that are just swords to her. Like she's worrying about many different things. It's keeping her up at night. She's unable to sleep. Maybe she's having some bad dreams or nightmares or just stress. Then we have the Knight of Swords. Oof. Like all of this stress is just leading her to just, she's not in the nicest of moods. She's really not in the nicest of moods. But I also getting the sense from the Knight of Swords that she is, I keep hearing she's approaching things aggressively and attacking things aggressively. Like she said, no raging, no drama at Girl World. But I feel like by not getting the success that she wants off the content she's doing, she's just going to attack it more aggressively. Like I know that I failed at this, but I'm just going to go after it harder. Like I'm just going to keep at this. She's stubborn, our girl. Hey Laura, welcome to everybody coming in. I'm sorry if I'm not saying hi to you. Apologies, but like there's a feeling of attacking, like charge. Like she's going into battle. She's attacking things aggressively. I keep feeling like I'm going after this and I'm going to attack it aggressively. Hey, Life and Vibe, is that why she streamed for so long in avoidance? I think the money might be bad, Life and Vibe. I think the more she makes, the more she spends. If somebody gave her, say, $5,000 for whatever, she'd spend all of it. If somebody gave her 10,000, she'd spend all of it. It would just make her lazy. She wouldn't say, "Oh, I need to put this money away for a rainy day." It would all go for food. It would just prompt her to lose control and go wild buying whatever stuff. So like I remember back in the day, somebody told me a term that I've never forgotten. The golden handcuffs. I used to work in a club and there were many people there that had the golden handcuffs. There would be people there making money, but as soon as they made the money, they spent it. But they wouldn't take care of some of the things they should have taken care of. They would just go, "Oh, I need a pretty purse or pretty shoes or pretty outfit." That money is gone. And so they were always on this hamster wheel of, I made a bunch of money, but it's gone now. So I have to go back in the club and make more money to make up for that. There's always this, "Oh, I can spend a bunch of money. I can make it back tomorrow." Well, maybe you can't. And she's kind of got that same mindset of not preparing for a rainy day. Her idea of preparing for a rainy day is just not going outside, but not putting money away. So like she's putting herself on this, let's not prepare for anything. Let's just live in the moment and spend all the money and more will come in when there's no guarantee that it will. Hey, Catherine. So yeah, she's attacking things aggressively, like really going after it. I don't know exactly what she's doing in that regard. Maybe more stuff on Cameo, maybe all of the Foodie stuff that we've seen her do on YouTube and just going ham. That might be her trying to attract more Foodies to her channel that might be paying her for content off of YouTube, perhaps via Cameo or private stuff being paid by PayPal. I'm not quite sure. So let me just throw a couple more cards down. Oh, okay. Thank you for the clarification. So the next card is the Page of Swords. She's fighting with Salah. She's fighting with him. So like she's being very she's fighting against him. Like, and I feel like with the Page of Swords, he's starting to fight back a little bit. Like whatever manipulation games she's used to playing with him, they're not so effective anymore. Like he's caught on to a lot of her stuff. And she knows it. And so the game isn't as fun as it used to be. He's not as controllable as he used to be because it's been gone on too long. And why I say they're fighting is because of this card right here. We've got the Seven of Wands. This is a card of conflict. So like she, what's there to say about this card? There's a sense of like fighting. She's notice all these wands. She's fighting not just him, but she's fighting everything. She's people in her community that want her to get healthy. She's fighting against them. She's fighting against herself. She's fighting against the idea of changing things and letting the old way of things go. So there's a sense of stubbornness, pushing things away. Like, I don't want to change. Like this person standing on a hill. I will die on this hill. I will defend this hill. Nobody's going to knock me off it. I am right. I am always right. And I picked this hill and nobody's going to stand here but me. And all of you ones just go F off, will you? You know, like that's the feeling. Hi, Yelly May. So there's a sense of just defending her stance, as wrong and as toxic as it may be, defending that stance because that hill is all she's got left. So it's like, this is all I got left. I'm going to defend it, even if it's wrong, even if this is the worst position and the worst hill. Thank you, Lucy and Panther. I appreciate that. Love you and Booger. Well, she loves you too. Where's Booger Cat? Booger. She disappeared. Where'd my cat go? Kitty. She's in the room somewhere and I can't get up. Don't worry, she's not wandered off. But there's a sense of like, she is just like, pushing back, pushing back, pushing back. She is pushing back against public opinion, against girl world, against time, against her own body. She's even being rebellious to her own body. Her own body is giving her signs that she needs to stop. I mean, there's so many physical signs now. There's so many that we can actually see them. And she doesn't want to acknowledge. She sees it, but she doesn't acknowledge it. Panther is your rescue. Aw, is Panther a black cat? Come here, Booger. I got a cow cat. Come here. Come here, Booger. Oh. Fatso. That's Queen Booger. There she is. Here's Booger Cat. All right. Let's see. So what do we got beyond this? So yeah, eye on the prize. Trying to maintain public appearances. Thank you, Peach Blossom. Oh, what is this? Oh, this. Okay. So this card was inverted. So I want you to look at it while it's right side up. It came out this way. So we're going to leave it that way. So this card is the Six of Wands reversed. So yeah, she's fighting against so many things, and she's not experiencing some kind of loss. Excuse me. No, there's no kind of victory here. There's no winning. Like, she's not winning doing this. Like, she's just not experiencing a victory. She puts on the appearance of winning. Hey, Debbie Smith. When I look at this card, and I want you guys to see it too, like because the horse is upside down, it looks like the person's going to fall off the horse. To me, that's what it just looks like they could just fall off the horse because they're upside down. But there is no victory. There's no victory here. Absolutely none. So fighting against change, fighting against new ideas, just going in a different direction, just defending her stance on the hill and staying there. So what else do we have? We got the Wheel of Fortune that comes in. So like, opportunity is there if she wants it, even though she's going through failure. Like let me just put down another card with the Wheel of Fortune. Where are we going with that? Okay. So with the Wheel of Fortune card, like the wheel is turning. If she takes a different direction, she will get a victory. It's just that on the current path, she is not going to get any kind of victory. And everything is lining up to try to show Shantal the path that you're on. It's a losing path. Like, there's no winning or losing here. Right now, at this very moment, it's just, how much do you want to lose? Hey, Tucker. How much does she want to lose? Like, she's losing, but how much is she willing to lose? How much can she lose? Is she willing to lose it all just to defend her stance and to be stubborn and defiant? If the wheel can turn. If you go a different direction, there will be some victory, but you've got to be willing to change, to evolve, to heal, to get the healing, to reach out for help, accept the help, be committed, self-awareness. You've got to have self-awareness. Hey, Yellow Moon. Oh, but wait a minute. What else? Uh-oh. All right now. Oh boy. So after the Four of Wands, like this is what she wants. She wants this, but she's never gonna get this doing what she's doing. And a big problem is that she tries to be this, the Queen of Swords. She wants to sit on a throne and be strong. Like the Queen of Swords is very, very strong. She's sitting on a throne and she's got a sword. And that sword is pointed upward, like she's ready for battle, but she's really not ready for battle, and the battles that she involves herself in are battles not worth fighting. And the ones she should be fighting, she's not fighting. It's like, so you are fighting the wrong causes here, the wrong battles. Like but this is the position that this is what she wants to be. I am a queen. I am mighty. Hear me roar. Roar. I'm sitting on a throne. I've got my sword up. But do you? Do you really? What exactly are you fighting? This is about, the Queen of Swords is all about control. She's an out of control person, but as long as she maintains control of certain things in her life, like the food, like Salah, like what girl world knows about her, how much we find out. As long as she maintains control of those things, then she feels strong. At the same time, she's weak and sick, and she needs help. Hey, Auntie Mo. So here we, Shantal. She is too caught up in, way too caught up in, oh God, daydreaming. To me, this represents like all the things she wants. Like she's always thinking about what she wants. Like just thinking about like big ideas of grandeur. I want this. She wants, like she wants to want. So like all these grand ideas, all these vanity, ego-based ideas, like I can get this and I can get that. But notice all of those things, all of those cups are floating on a cloud. They're not on solid ground, like stable. They're floating on a cloud. They're floating on a cloud. Like these are all like ideas in the mind. So it's like, this is what she wants. She wants like, you get the person like self-image. Okay. You want the money. You want the big house. You want to be victorious. Like there's different things in mind. So like that she's always like maintaining the illusion, maintaining the grandeur, even though there's not much. We also have the Seven of Pentacles. So there's focus here on, again, this is all money based. Always thinking about money, always thinking of ways to make money. How can I make money? What new things can I come up with to make the money? Which is normal. We all like, you want to make money, but the problem is why she wants to make money. Like, why do you want to make all this money? What is that money going for? Like, where is it going to? Where are you applying it? You're making the money for what purpose? To give to a loser man who doesn't love you? To buy more food? To buy more useless junk? So you're hyper focused on money, but there's no meaningful purpose behind the money. And we all need money. It's okay. These are hard times. We all need money, but just the reason why makes the want of money toxic because of what she does with it. Okay, moving on. Let's see. What else we got here? Oh, all right. So, yeah, she's definitely in need of strength. Definitely in need of that. And I feel this also points to this is how she derives her strength, maintaining control over another. Look at the maiden and look how she's holding the head of the lion. One hand below the mouth, one hand above the head. Almost an emotion of keeping control of the mouth. So it's like she derives her strength from control. She's out of control, but as long as she controls certain people and certain things and certain circumstances and environments and what we see in girl world, then that gives her strength. Don't you think she spends all day on TikTok watching food, women, couples channels? Yeah, I do. I think she's too caught up in what other people are doing and what money they're making and how they're living versus taking care of herself. I think thank you, Spirit. Spirit just told me she lives vicariously through other people. She doesn't want to go out and live her own life. She lives vicariously through the internet and what she sees on the internet. She lives vicariously through other people. That is how she lives, through other people's content. That is her life, if you will. Okay, so the next card down is a magician card. This is Foodie just, thinking of any way in the world to make money. Like, how can I get the money? How can I get the views? How can I get attention? Because she's always thinking, thinking. What can I do? What can I say? What story do I have to tell to get the reactors talking? She told us that she wasn't going to do drama, but it doesn't mean she wasn't going to stop trying to come up with outrageous things to get us to react to her. So she's saying, no drama, no drama, no drama. I'm not going to rage, but I'm still going to be outrageous. Subtly. I'm going to eat outrageous amounts of food. I'm going to tell stories about pooping a bed in Thailand and leaving the sheets for the hotel staff. You know what I mean? Just throwing out those outrageous tidbits and scraps and whatnot. It's calculated. All right, so moving on. Let me just pull these cards aside. Okay. Oh, you stingy bitch. All right, so now we got the Ace of Cups. She's hoping that everything she's doing will lead to some kind of financial gain, that her cup will overflow. Problem is, look at the Ace of Cups. Whatever you put in the cup is doing what? It's flowing right out. It's flowing out. Whenever a bird comes by and drops something into it, it comes out. Like all of that water flowing out, the cup is never full. So again, it's money going out, money coming in, money coming in, money going out. It's a continuous cycle with her. Yep, Page of Cups. This is the person looking. This is the funny card. You get the Page of Cups. The person's holding a cup with a fish in it, and the fish is looking at the person. Why do I have a feeling that fish represents girl world? I know they may seem odd, but just follow me. Like she's looking at us and we're looking at her. She's looking at us and we're looking at her. Like she's just trying to be the Page of Cups and she's paying attention to us and we're paying attention to her. Like there's also this situation with Salah, the Two of Cups. Let me just take a look at that for a minute. I'm getting something off of it, but I'm not quite sure what yet. Just give me a second, please. Hello, Razor Cat Shark. I'm looking at this Two of Cups, and I'm looking at this lion with the wings, and to me, this feels like this union card. It all has to do with her maintaining control of Salah. That's what the lion is about. Like this lion, like she has to maintain her strength over Salah to keep that going. But the problem is with the Four of Pentacles, she's a bit of a money miser, is Shantal. She's being very stingy with her money, which is a form of financial manipulation. I believe she's financially manipulative with him. Like when she makes the money, she's not generous with it. She's very miserly. She's very cheap. Very cheap. Like she's this king or this person holding on to all the pentacles. Look at them. The pentacles aren't even off to the side. You got one foot on each pentacle. You're holding on to another pentacle tightly in the hands and one on the crown. So money on the mind, money in the hands, money beneath the feet, and not sharing none of it. So like this controlling Salah with manipulation tactics, but also with withholding money, being financially manipulative. How can she afford all of her food if she shares money? Well, she always makes sure that she's got enough money for food. Also, something that should be known, since Shantal is doing the Foodie content, she has said herself on live stream, somebody asked her to eat a meal. They wanted to eat her to eat a certain meal. She told that person to PayPal her the money to buy the meal, and then she would do it. So when she does the Foodie content, I'm sure the Foodies, they pay for the meal so she can eat for free, and then she might get paid for content as well. So, the food is just a bonus. So that might be where some of the food is coming from. If somebody who's a Foodie says, I'll pay you, I'm just making up an amount, $200 to eat KFC. She'll say, okay, send me $250, 200 for the video, and then 50 for the meal. So she gets to eat KFC for free, and then she gets the money to do the content. That's how they usually do it. All right. All right, so we've got the Page of Wands. What do you do? I want to see some more. Show me more. Show me more. We're just going to do a few more on this. All right, look, I don't know what's going on with her. She's thinking of something. With the Page of Wands, she's thinking of something. What are you up to? She's got like this, for me, this Page of Wands, there's one wand in her hand now. She's thinking of something. Maybe just that's all she's got left. But you've also got the Moon card. Excuse me. She's got the Moon card, which the Moon card can mean deception, secrets, keeping secrets. Like there's something is being hidden from us, y'all. The Hermit card, she's very much alone. Like she feels a lot of loneliness. And if you look at the Hermit, excuse me, I'm so sorry. If you look at the Hermit there, he's holding on to a lantern, but the Hermit is not looking at the lantern. The Hermit is looking down. They're holding on to a light source, but they're not really paying attention to the light source. So it's like the light is there in front of you, but you're not paying attention to it. It's literally right there in your hand. You're not using it to get out of the dark. You're just looking down. So there's a sense of always being alone with her. Okay. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. All right. So we got the Ace of Wands. She's going to try to come up with something new. Like, I've got an idea, that sort of thing. Although the idea is not going to be a very good one because, once again, it's in the clouds. It's just not a very thought out plan. There's going to be a lot of fighting over it, though. A lot of conflict. We're going to go right back to the conflict. Whatever she's going to do, I'm sure it's going to cause a lot of discord with people around her, perhaps even her viewers. She might put it in front of them, so they're not going to be happy with it. Let's see. Oh, this is not good. All right, Ace of Pentacles. Again, focused on the money. We're seeing a lot of pentacles and swords in this reading. And the last card I want to put down for this is the Five of Cups. Not exactly the best place to end with, but whatever she's doing, I've been doing a lot of readings on Shantal. I have never seen a path that she's taken, an angle, an arc where it was the right path, where there was a lot of success. It's always like gain a little, lose a lot. And this card is proof of that. You got the Five of Cups, 3 overturned in front, 2 in the back. So you lose more than you gain. And there's a sense of just like you're running in place, you're treading water. You're not going anywhere. You're not going backwards all the way. You're not going forwards all the way. You're just barely keeping your neck above the surface of the water. So I'm going to stop right there, and then we're going to get into the oracle cards and see what they have to say on Foodie. All right. Let me just put these aside, y'all, for just a moment. And we'll get out the oracle cards. Let's see what oracle cards are calling to me. Let's see. I think I'll try these today. Foodie is far worse than ALR with their chin spanks and filters. I think they're both bad. They're both very unhealthy, sick women. And they choose to come on YouTube and put their stuff out there the way that they do. And they don't have to. They really don't have to. But they do. They choose to broadcast the things that they do. All right, I'm going to put this away. There we go. Hello, Mia. Yes, if you guys want to do a thumbs up, I really appreciate that. And thank you all so much for coming in and just watching the reading. Really appreciate you being here. You know what's really sad, y'all, is that both ALR and Foodie, both of those ladies have made enough money in their time on YouTube. They could have retired by now or been halfway there. The amount of money those two ladies have made on YouTube, they should have perfect health, no debt whatsoever, really good credit, money invested in a business, and just be kicking back and relaxing right now. But they both just threw the money away. I mean, that's what they chose to do, and now they're dealing with the consequences. So I want to see what is going on with Salah and with Foodie. Like, how do they feel about each other? How do they see one another right now? Because anybody's been watching on Foodie's lives, like, yes or no, Salah's been getting kind of snippy with her. I saw something on Twitter where he was playing Crazy Frog. Hello, Elflowers. I saw like he was about to play Crazy Frog for the 1,000th time, and she was being snarky and said, "Do you have a crazy frog addiction?" And he said, "Better than a food addiction." Ooh, burn. He just threw it back at her. He was just, I'm like, oh, snap. Damn. Okay. All right. He just let her have it. Dang. He's feeling himself today. All right. Good for you. I'm not on his side. He's a scumbag. In my opinion, he's just a low-level pimp pimping out a food addict. He knows she's got a problem with food and he's not sending her home, so he's pimping out an addict. lowest of the low. So he's not good people either. But I appreciate the fact that he threw it back in her face. No. We do not share the same birthday. My birthday is January the 2nd. I don't think that's Neo's birthday. I think she's got a different birthday. They hate each other. He is not interested in her and plays Crazy Frog to irritate her. Yeah, I can agree with that. Yep, no chemistry. Well, she admitted in a recent live stream they're not intimate together. She said it. She said, we are not intimate. She actually said it out loud. We are not intimate. Like, we've known that for the longest. We've known that. Thanks for confirming it, though. He straight up enables her and defends her in chat and throws major... Exactly. He needs to pick a side. When did she say that? In one of her recent lives, the 5-hour one, Flowers, I covered that one. I couldn't cover it all, man. I just got tired. I got real tired. I'm like, I've been here too long. I'm not going to make a 6-hour react for you guys. That's too much. But yeah, she said it. I think she was a little bit on the high side for that one, if you know what I mean. But she came out and said it. All right, so let's see what these two feel about each other. What is the overview? What is the overview with these two? How do they feel about one another? What's the vibe? As that's the name of the cards. What's the vibe? Life and vibe. I think there are like different people running that account at different times. We've all been thinking that for the longest. Different people take over at different time periods. The use of language doesn't match up, like the verbiage. All right, so how do they see one another? And welcome to all the people coming in or just lurking and watching. You're welcome to stay. I'm just doing a reading on Foodie and getting an overview here. If you'd like to sub up to the channel or give a thumbs up or anything, you're more than welcome to. If you don't want to, that's perfectly fine. Do what you want to do. All right. Thank you, Lucy and Panther, for being a channel supporter. Really appreciate that. All right, so we're going to get started with this in just a second. I just want to make sure these cards are all nice and shuffled up from the last time I did a reading. So we're not getting like the same cards over and over. I want to get a correct reading here. You know what, Yelly Me? I would love that. I would love an honesty arc. That would be amazing. It'd be amazing to have an honesty arc. Shantal is looking for great content that'll get people watching. She could make so much money if she just dropped the bullshit and just got real with people. If she sat down and she just confessed to every lie she ever told us, she would have content for weeks and people would watch. I mean, yeah, she's going to get egg on her face from Girl World, but it's going to happen either way. So, take those eggs on your face and make scrambled eggs. Just let's have an honesty arc. You don't have to eat anything, Foodie. Just spill the tea on yourself. Tell us about all the lies you told us and why and when it happened. You would have content for months. Hey, Love of Crafts. I mean, 8 years on YouTube. All the lies she ever told. Dude, she could like do different videos for a year and not repeat the same thing twice. The closer she gets to being honest is when she rages. True, but even then, some of the rages some of them are planned, I feel, staged. It's always the end of the month. We know her pattern pretty well. But you're right. Okay, let's get started with this. So let me just hold on. How does Foodie feel about Salah? Like, what's the general overview of how they feel about one another? How she feels about him? How does she see him? Oh, you know what, Lucy and Panther? I think I've heard of that before with other channels. It has to do with Apple. Like if you're on an Apple phone, you won't see the link. That's something that's been going on for the longest. I don't know why. You got to go on a PC to actually join. I don't know. YouTube and Apple don't play well together. All right, so let's check out Foodie and like how does she feel about Salah? Let's see. Ooh, all right. This is where we're starting. So there's a bunch of chaos there, upheaval, disaster, downfall. So whatever is going on, like I said, they're fighting. There's definitely fighting. There's chaos, upheaval, disaster, downfall. So those two are on the decline. I'm getting a feeling, you know what? I'm going to put the other cards out and see what's going on here. Not good. Not good. All right, so we have the chaos card. Like I said, there's something is shifted. Something is going on. And I've been out, you guys know I've been asking the question in my reacts, like, what is going on with Shantal? She's an emotional eater. If you're a food addict, you especially eat the most food when you are upset. And Chantal's a bit of a cover-up artist. You know, if she's really upset, she comforts herself or covers it up with food. So the more she feels upset, the more she tries to overcompensate with the food. And she's been eating a lot of it. So I think part of that is to satisfy the Foodie people. But the other side is something is going on there. She feels hopeless towards him. Like something is she feels very hopeless. Maybe because of her control is waning. Marianne says, I joined on an Apple phone. You have to use Explorer. Okay, thank you for letting everybody know, Marianne. Like I knew there's always something funky going on with Apple and YouTube. Again, they're not good playmates together. Hey, just me. It looks like somebody is thinking of going on vacation. Somebody wants to get away. Somebody wants to go off and do their own thing, get away, relax, have fun. And this reading is from her looking at him. This is her looking at him. This is how she feels about him. She may want to take a vacation, get away, relax, have fun, and go see and she might want to go see her family. She might want to go back to her family. I've been feeling for the longest that when she left Canada, she did it to be spiteful. She went back to Kuwait, and for half a minute, she was just like, ninny, ninny, boo, boo, girl, world, you said I wouldn't come back. And then after that little happy dance passed, there were regrets and remorse. Like she realized what a mistake it was to leave. But I think like the longer she stays there, the more miserable she is, the more she starts thinking about, I need to go back home. I really need to go back. She feels isolated, rejected, left alone, self-inflicted. Like she's going through a lot of, like she's got cabin fever. She's putting herself in isolation a lot. and she feels rejected and left alone by him, and it's all self-inflicted. All of this is self-inflicted. She did this to herself. Nobody forced her to go back to Kuwait and be unhappy. She did this to herself. She absolutely did. And there's a lot of tension. A lot of tension. She might be getting, as I'm getting a sense of this, she's getting a lot of headaches. Like she's worrying a lot, and she's getting those stress headaches because she's just thinking about how to. I'm just seeing a picture of her trying to hold onto two sides of a wall of a building that's ready to collapse, trying to keep it from collapsing. Like it's the effort is futile, but she's still doing it because she wants to maintain this illusion. She wants to keep this fantasy going. So what else do we have here? So there's a lot of tension, and that's part of what's making her so sick. Is like stress can make you sick. Like you can stress yourself out to the point of sickness. What else? What else? What else? Yeah, she is exhausted. She's going through exhaustion just between the stress and like doing all the stuff she's doing. She's tired. Things between them are toxic. There's definitely arguments. Well, thank you, Yellow Moon, for gifting 5 memberships. Really appreciate that. So they're going at it right now. They are going at it. He's not around her. Part of the reason why he's not around her as much is because when they are around each other, there are arguments about many different things. Like when he's around her, the time is not pleasant. It's not nice. It's disagreements. It's ugly looks. It's fights. It's bad energy. And whenever that happens, he wants to spend less time with her, which leads to her getting more upset, which leads to more bad eating. So it's a really negative hamster wheel in reverse. I think she has things on him that he has no choice but to play along. I actually agree with you. We've been saying that in Girl World for a while too. What does she have on him? I think she does have stuff on him, things he doesn't want revealed. And I'm going to say something, and I'm not saying hatefully, just different things in the past I've noticed. I am wondering if he is just letting her do what she wants to do with food, because if something medically happens to her, he's off the hook. His hands are clean. Whatever she did to herself, and he doesn't have to worry about her coming on the internet and saying a bunch of stuff about him. So it's just like he's hands off with her, take her off the leash, let her run wild. If she wants to go and do awful driving in traffic, and if she might get into an accident or have a medical event behind the wheel, he's not involved. If she wants to eat herself into a medical event, he's not involved. He's looking for a way out. He wants a way out. He just doesn't know how to get out. So he's like, if you want to take yourself out, ma'am, I can't stop you. There's no way I can stop you. But if you were gone, my life would be a lot easier. So I'm wondering if that is the mindset here of there's nothing I can do to help her. She doesn't want help. She's a toxic person. She won't let go. I don't know how to get out without getting egg on my face. So I'm just going to let things progress as they do. Okay, so when it comes to Salah, she's also very puzzled. She's conflicted. The games that she was playing on him were working before. They're not working now. And she being a control freak, she's like, what do I do now? I don't have control of this man. I don't know how to control him. So she's very puzzled with Salah about what do I do with him? Like, I can't control him. I'm losing my control. Like, she's puzzled about which direction to go. And there's also some burned bridges, lack of trust, disloyal, turning her back. So she's getting very disinterested in Salah because the game is over. It's not as much fun. Part of the fun was controlling him and intimidating him to do her will. But now that he's not so controllable, some of the fun has gone away. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on, y'all. Y'all ready? Are y'all ready? Y'all get ready for this. This is something that's popped up in my readings before, and also Neo's. Y'all ready? Get ready. I don't know what's going on here, but if there is a feminine energy presence of some kind, especially one that has a child or about to have a child, that might be something that's making her lose control. And and with this time card, it says delay, procrastination, too busy. Let me take a look at that. What does that mean? Huh. So we got the time card. We've also got the apology card. Like, he did something to piss her off. He did something to piss her off, or he's going to do something to piss her off, and she's going to want an apology. And is she going to get one, though? Nope. He's going to do something major effed up, and she is not going to accept his apology. And it might have to do with this. Too late to apologize for that, Salah. No explaining your way out of that one. So that might be where they're headed. That might be where they're headed. So let me just put those cards away so they don't appear again in the because I want to see, like, how does he feel about her? I think she talks a lot out of Kuwait because of the prices. Talking about out of Kuwait. But they live in Kuwait. I'm so confused. Oh, Canada. Okay. You know what, Dot? I don't think she wants to bring him to Canada. She knows what's going to happen if he comes to Canada. He's going to get a whiff of all the wonderful freedoms in Canada and be off and running and disappear into the night. He will not stick around her. He's going to seek out every red room in Canada, all those beautiful Canadian ladies. He's not got time for her. Yeah, me too, Lucy. Me too. Like, that's all I need to know. She would never see him again. She doesn't want to bring him to Canada because she can control him better in Kuwait. If he's in Canada, she really can't control him. He's going to be having the time of his life. Are you kidding me? He's going to be going out and experiencing all kinds of things in Canada without her. She knows that, and she doesn't want that. All right, so how does... Whoop, these cards are just flying everywhere. Good Lord. All right, so how does Salah feel about Shantal? Like, what is going on with him? I would be okay with the flying cards, but I got the long nails, so it's hard to grab a hold of them. And by the way, y'all, I wasn't kidding when I did a recent react that if Shantal continues to do these Overeaters Anonymous meetings or food addiction meetings with other people, if she gets online and she starts talking about those people and talking about their stories and she says their names, I will go thermonuclear on her. I'm not even joking. I mean it. And I know she watches my tarot readings. Shantal, I mean what I say. Don't test me. Don't test me. I will drag you to absolute fucking filth if you do that. Anonymous meetings are just that. They're anonymous. They are a safe space for addicts or people that are dealing with things to talk to other people to get better. Don't fuck with their recovery by doing that. Don't mess with somebody's recovery by turning them into content. No, you don't. That's something that should never be content. If those people are in a Zoom meeting and they're talking anonymously, they're doing it for a reason. They don't want to be known. They don't want their name shared. They want to talk in private. They don't want their private stuff public. So, I'm just saying. All right, so on to, hey, Bunny Rose. Bunny, dang it, Burgundy Rose Bunny. I got the name right. Hey, Kathy. Hello. Happy Saturday to you, too. Happy Saturday to everybody, actually. Oh, cards are jumping around again. How do you feel about Shantal, Salah? Can you give us some insight? How do you see her? Like, what is your overall view of Shantal? Can you let us know through the Oracle? Okay. All right. Okay, so when he looks at this is him thinking, excuse me. This is how he feels about Shantal. He looks at her and he knows that she needs some healing, self-care, introspection, meditation. She needs to take care of herself. He's looking at her and he knows she is not well and she needs to take care of herself. Like she would do well with some healing, some self-care, introspection, meditation. Like that's the direction that she needs to go. Like I'm sure he is exhausted. He looks at her and she's too caught up in the rumors, gossip, nosy. Like she spends a lot, instead of healing as she should, she spends a lot of time searching out the gossip and being nosy and rumors, and like that's where her focus is versus herself. Like she's putting more attention on other people than herself. So because of that, this is not happening as the way it should. And like he looks at her as being like an emotional person, and it comes in waves: emotions, worry, fear. Like her emotional shifts. Like her emotions are all over the place. And I feel like the water is never calm. It's always choppy. It's turbulent. There are riptides. There are whirlpools. It's always churning. It's never calm. It's never quiet. It's never still. But there's always, like, it comes in waves. You know, like there might be a happy wave for a second, followed by a mad wave, followed by a sad wave, followed by a rage wave, you know, and it's just him just trying to ride the waves out the best way he knows how. But he sees her as just being extremely emotional. The ocean is in the background. Water is indicative of being very emotional. And as you can see, the people are walking on the rocks across the emotion, like they're just trying to find a way across. So, and that is Shantal, like she's just, you know, like this is her, like just trying to teeter-totter on a rock to get across her emotional side. He wants her like he knows that she needs to slow down, take some time, and get out in nature. So she needs to get out. She needs to do things. She needs to not be a little house potato. She needs to stop growing roots in the couch by sitting there so much. She needs to get out, do things, appreciate nature, talk to people, just open up her world. Her world is entirely too small. She's in a tight little corner because she's just wrapping her arms around herself and not going anywhere. Ooh, wait a minute. What is this? Wait. Ooh. I think he knows about something, Shantal. He knows about something you've been doing. He knows some of your dirty little secrets. Yep. He knows about something you've been doing. And like this, I guess he's got a sense of control of you too, because he's broken nightmares, failures. So this, the whole thing between the two of them is shattered. You know, it's like two scam artists that met each other, thought they could control each other. Neither one could control the other. Neither one even knew each other. And so like whatever dreams they had, whatever visions they had, all of that's been shattered, y'all. It's not maintainable. He knows that she needs laughter, like she longs to laugh again, and that he can sense that she's got a sense of longing. Like she's not longing for him, she's longing for something or someone else. Like she's missing somebody. I bet we know who. And that she's also drowning. Like there's a sense of like drowning without water. She's over her head, overextended, rock bottom. Hey, Foodie cutie gamer. So like he's watching a drowning person that's not in a body of water. They're drowning. They're emotionally, mentally drowning. And there's nothing they can do to keep their head above the surface. And he also feels like she wants a soulmate. But the problem is she's a narcissist. Like she wants love, so she says, but she's a narcissist. And that always gets in the way. The narcissism gets in the way. So I'm curious about something, y'all. I'm curious. Because I was really wondering. Like I watched Neo Tarot's reading on Pete and Shantal. And how many of you guys saw it too? How many of you guys saw that reading? House fly, fruit fly. No. Not house fly, fruit fly. I love you guys. You make me laugh. I need to laugh sometimes. Awesome name. Awesome. Y'all come up with the funniest freaking names, I swear. Okay. So when she was doing the reading on Shantal and Pete's, did y'all catch that part of the reading where like you saw the wolf card where there were disagreements over the money? Like Shantal came back and there was like the hotel motel card that she got spoiled with food and whatnot, but there were disagreements over the money. There were some disagreements. I'm looking for my liquid. Yeah, you know what? I said it in my reacts. I'll say it again for those who did not hear it. I think when Shantal came back to Canada, and she knew that Pete had money because he's an idiot. He put it out there. Hey, Foodie. I think that he spoiled her. I think he bought her things. Maybe he bought her some food. Maybe he got her a room. But Shantal's greedy. And she wanted more. She wanted a lot more. And I keep seeing a number in my head that she wanted $6,000 of that $15,000. I don't know why I keep seeing that number, but I keep seeing the number $6,000. She wanted a substantial amount of money. Like he was nice and he bought her things, but she was expecting to get a big chunk of that. I keep seeing the number 6,000, 6,000, 6,000. She wanted a big chunk of that money. And he stood on business and didn't let her have it. Like that caused some bad feelings between the two of them. Because I did notice that before she came, or while she was there, Peach was very happy. But did you notice that his mood shifted really, really fast? Like something happened. And I think that may be what happened. That she got bit by the greed bug. And she expected that he would just give her the money. And she tried to manipulate him. She love-bombed him at first and was talking all kinds of mess about, oh, yeah, we'll live together and things will go back to the way they were. And I'm so sorry I cheated on you in the past. You know, really, really yanking on those heartstrings. And when he said, no, I'm not giving you the money, then she got mean and nasty. I deserve that money. Remember when I took care of you and I paid all the bills and I paid all the rent? I took care of you for over 3 years. That's more than $6,000. You know, she tried every tactic she could and he did not give it to her. Did you talk about the clickbait community post Foodie did? Potential Girl World podcast. Podcast. That's a funny joke. Shantal's got jokes today. She's going to do a podcast. We think that's funny over here. She's going to do a podcast. Anybody here, would you watch Foodie's podcast? You know what? I might watch it if she did one just to see if she'd make a fool out of herself. Can you imagine if she did a podcast? If she came on high, she would just start running off at the mouth. She might tell on herself. But she don't have the energy for that. She barely makes content anymore. He had a huge bill from the villa. She cost him big bucks. Yes, she did. She definitely went after some of his money and then made up crap for the Beezers. Meanwhile, she waddled back to Salah with money to throw. Yeah, she might have had the intention of taking money back to Salah. And maybe that's why he was okay with her going. He's like, go ahead, go back to Canada. See if you can get some money out of the other guy and bring it back to me. Maybe she said to him, don't end things with me. I can go to Canada. I can get some money out of this guy and give it to you so you'll stick around a little bit longer. But she failed in that regard. She failed. All right, so I want to see, I'm curious about Pete's. I am very curious about Mr. Pete's. What happened? He was the intended target, his money. Well, can I just say this though, Burgundy Rose? He would not have been a target had he not decided to get online and tell everybody about the inheritance. He did that for a reason. He wanted to get Foodie's attention. He wanted it. He knew he would get it. He did it on purpose. He put it out there. He was getting the money. And then when he got it, he also put that out there. So he wanted her. He wanted to tempt her to come back. And isn't it funny? Isn't it ironic that Foodie herself has paid for men, used money to get men's attention, and here's Pete trying to do the same thing to Foodie, wanting to pay her to get her attention, to tempt her back to Canada. I mean, if he talks to her, he knows that financially she's not doing so well. But he thought this might be my chance to get her back in Canada. I've got money. And he's been lonely, is Pete. He's very lonely. And she is his only friend. So he's like, if I just put it out there that I've got this money, she might come back and stay here. No, it didn't work out the way they wanted. Well, I'm going to tell you a big reason why they're so attached to one another. Foodie Foodie's with Salah because she wants someone to father her, and Pete's wants Shantal back because he wants someone to mother him. They've got kind of the same issue, but slanted differently. He wants someone to take care of him. She wants someone to take care of her. They both want to be codependent on somebody. I think he's regretting quitting his job. Oh, gas station sushi's here. Sushi! Sushi. What's up, Sushi? All right, so let's do one on Pete's. I really want to get into this money situation. Like, what happened there between he and Shantal? Like, what is the overview of that? Like, what happened? Like, am I doing things backward? What? Okay. Okay. All right, got it. However, I think she will turn to Pete's because eventually nobody else will take her. Yeah, and you know what? I think he's been patient all this time. You know, it's been like, okay, you go run off and you chase all your infatuations and you can chase all your crushes because I know how destructive and toxic and negative you are. Eventually, you'll have to make your way back to me and I will get you by default. Maybe that's his way of thinking. You go off and act like a teenager and run after these men. You will eventually arrive at a point where nobody wants you because you are toxic and you'll be broke. So you'll be forced to come to me and then that'll be that. So he's just been waiting for that moment to happen. All right, so Pete's. All right. I know, Kathy, but that's just what he wants to do. That's how he wants to handle things. What can you do? Hey, pretty face. You're joining the replay. Well, it's live, though. I'm not done yet. I'm not gone yet. Unless you got somewhere to go. Then I understand. I'm just shuffling the cards that maybe gave his travel money away. Oh, no, I've been here for like an hour and a half, darling. I just did a reading on Foodie and then the oracle on both Foodie and Salah. And now I'm moving on to like what happened with Pete's and the money and Shantal. Like what happened? What happened between the both of them? Really want an overview of that. And for those of you in my room that you're enjoying the conversation or the readings or me or all the great people here, please don't forget to give a thumbs up to the stream, if you will, please, or sub up to the channel, whatever it is you like to do. And I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you very much. What happened to the ASMR cards? I've got to get my stuff set up for that. I need a stand or something to show the cards from like behind my shoulder or something. I got to work that out. Hi, Kathleen. All right, so Pete is up. You love the sound. Well, thank you. People sometimes get on me like, you shuffle the cards too much. You take too long. Oh, my God. You suck as a reader. Blah, blah, blah. It's like, listen, I do what I do because I like doing it. And I shuffle until I feel like I need to stop shuffling. So it's not about me just dragging things out or taking too long. I just got to do it the right way. Thank you, Story Night, for the gifted 5 memberships. Really appreciate that. You're so kind. Thank you. So for those that don't like the long shuffles, sorry. I just don't want the same cards from before in the same order. Thank you, Starry Night. You know, when I think of your name, Starry Night, I think of Van Gogh's Starry Night. And then also that song, Vincent. What's the name of the artist? Starry, Starry Night. I love that song. And it's essentially about Van Gogh. I know I got to get the table set up properly. I need to get on things. All right. These cards are sticking together. Quit it. Stop that. All right. So this is, come on. Tell me about Pete's. What is it about Pete's? You know what? Before we get started with that, though, I'd like to show you something where, there it is. Hey, Starry Night. You'll love this. Look at that. Looky there. You got the Van Gogh Tarot. There's actually a Van Gogh Tarot. And there's also Monet. For those that like the artsy stuff. Hello, Lady Luck. All right, Pete's. Thank you, Starry Night. Yeah, Don McLean. I love 70s music. I grew up with that. That's just my jam. The AM radio stuff. Okay, I was born in 71. I grew up in that era. All right, we're on to Pete's. We're going to go on to Pete's. Yes, pretty face. Yes. All right, so this is for Pete's. Okay, let me just put some cards out here. Ooh. Oh, these cards are sticking together. Why are you doing that? Quit that. Get over here. Let me put these cards out in a sequence so I can look at them. Okay. Oh, yikes, Batman. Okay, so yeah, we're starting out with the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups. Would that be Pete's? Let me just look at this for a minute. Who is the Queen of Cups? I feel this is not degrading Pete's at all. I feel like the Queen of Cups is him. This is just how it came out in the cards. But you know, like he's y'all take a look at the card. The Queen of Cups is holding on to a cup, but notice the cup is not open. It's got a lid on it. Like, I've got something, but it's not accessible to everybody. Like the Queen is holding on to her cup. You know, she's feeling very queenly with the crown on her head, feeling very victorious, feeling very good. But the Queen has a cup and she's not letting go of it. She got her hand on it. So like he's got the cup of fortune. He's the Queen of Cups right now. Then problem is, right next to the Queen of Cups is the Queen of Swords. This is Shantal. So while he's got a cup in his hand, she's got a sword in hers and she's ready to fight. Like she's bringing that strong, dominant energy at him. Like I feel like with the Queen of Cups, he's very, very giving. Normally he's very giving. He's not stingy in nature. There's a sense of giving. I'm the Queen of Cups. I have a cup of plenty. And when I have a cup of plenty, I like to share it. I do like to share. Like, I don't feel like he's a stingy person. It's just, he doesn't, he'd rather hold a cup than a sword. Does that make sense? Whereas Shantal would rather hold a sword than a cup, because she always wants to be in a strong, dominant position. All right, so you got the Queen of Cups and you got the Queen of Swords. Then we also have the Five of Pentacles. Like, he has $15,000, which equals to about 10,500 US. I don't know. I don't know what he has right now, but I think if he held back his money away from Shantal, that was smart. That was very smart. Let me just look at this Five of Pentacles for a minute. I feel like with the Five of Pentacles, like there was a big focus on the money when she came back. There was a big focus on the money. The money is in the background. It's in the back of her mind, that money. Thinking about that money, getting that money. And I keep looking at this picture with the man on the crutches, and I keep thinking of the term that somebody told me long ago, the walking wounded. Because both Shantal and Pete, they're both the walking wounded. You know, like, help me, I'm helpless, I can't help myself, wanting to be codependent, very dramatic, complaining about the problems, walking wounded. Like wanting attention for being wounded, not interested in healing themselves and not being wounded anymore. So like they're both in that position of codependency, being the walking wounded, putting on this air, this appearance of like, I'm hopeless, I'm helpless, I'm out in the cold, help me, help me, help me, help me. But the money is right there in between the both of them. And the man is looking up at the pentacles, like he's keeping an eye on it. And I'm feeling like she knew about the money and she just got disgusted because she didn't have access to it and she couldn't make him give it up. So this is her kind of like walking away from him a little bit. Like, look, like, oh, you're not going to give me what I want? Oh, like, I'm just going to ignore you then. All right. So what else do we got here? The next three cards are crazy, y'all. We've got the Knight of Wands. I think Pete's like I think he's doing something right now. I haven't watched his streams, but I think that there's something in him he wants to do. He's got some ideas. He's got some inspiration or something, and he's just looking to do something new. Like I see someone on a journey here that they want to get out. They want to break the cycle. They want to just like, let me out of here. Let me out of this bubble that I created for myself. And they see an open door with the money. They see opportunity. And that's gotten them really fired up. Like I said, I haven't watched Pete, so I don't know what's going on with him. So I'm just going on no information here. Yeah, he wants to be victorious. He wants to be victorious. And notice the person is riding the horse alone. There's no woman behind them. Like he wants to be victorious. He wants to be that guy. Like, oh, he wants to be a winner. And I'm seeing this one card, and I want clarification on it before I say anything further. Ooh, wait a minute. Oh, shit. So, okay. Yeah, that just popped up for him. And the black thing at the head of the bed. What black thing? That's probably a blanket. Looks like a blanket. Or that booger's behind me. So we got the Tower card. This is how I'm taking it. Like he's trying to create a better headspace for himself, but every time he gets around her, it's just it's a lot of chaos. Okay, she is the Tower. Wherever she goes, she's the Tower. She brings the chaos. She brings the destruction. She brings everything down. She causes the lightning and the thunder and the rain and just, it just all that. Like it's he's got to break away from that. Everywhere she goes, she sets fire to everything. Like his wanting of her, being attached to her is is his inner tower. It's always going to bring destruction. It's always going to crumble. It's never going to stand upright. Yeah, and I think he's still got his money. He's still got his money. Like he's talking to people, something to do with the money. Maybe in talks to people what to do with the money. All right, let me just go further and see what else we got here. Yeah, like I see with like the King of Cups, like he's I don't, like I said, I haven't watched him. I feel like there's a sense of behind the scenes he's trying to get shit together. Like I keep hearing in my mind, don't fuck it up. You've got an opportunity, don't fuck it up. Like something's going on, don't fuck it up. You want to be the King of Cups, then don't fuck it up. You have this one chance, don't screw it up. The Ace of Wands, trying something new, trying to come up with new ideas. And the Death card, death could mean end of something, beginning of something new. It could be like the end of a new old job, starting of a new job. It could be a change of life, a change of mindset, a change of environment. Like there's okay, show me the Death card. Like what? Oh, okay. Oh, that's not too good. Hold on. Huh. That's interesting. You got the Death card, then you have the Four of Cups. You got the Four of Cups. What is it, Pete? Oh, I see what's going on here. I see. I get this. With the Four of Cups, I feel like he's still got money. What, I don't know what he's holding on to. I don't care. But he's still sitting on the money that he has. And he could be making money and he could have a job right now. He's just sitting on his money and he's not going out and looking for a job right now. Like he's just sitting beneath a tree, relaxing. But there's going to be some sort of a celebration with him soon, some kind of reunion or something like that. He wants the Three of Cups. Show me. Yeah. Something's going to be happening soon where there's going to be some kind of happiness for him. Yep. Or this is what he's hoping for. And we live happily ever after. And who does this in regards to? Oh, Pete, I hope it's not Foodie. I think it has to do with this star. This person who they make money, and as soon as they make it, the money is out the door. This person who wants to be the star, who like wants to be the biggest star in the sky. I wonder who that could be. Yeah, the Ace of Pentacles, money going out the door. So like he is stuck in this loop, this virtual loop with Shantal, and it's not going to be over until it is over. So let me just pull out another deck. This time, we're going to do these for Pete's. I want to get some fresh cards out for Pete's and do some shuffling with that. I want to see like how he sees her, how she sees him. So you guys enjoying the reading so far? I read tarot was made up as a party game in the 1800s. Was it? Nice. All right. So this is for Pete's and Foodie. We're going to do one short spread on each of them, like how they feel about each other, how they see each other. You're welcome, Starry Night. I'm going to have that song in my head all day now from Don McLean. I'm going to have that song in my head all night. But I like that song, so it's okay. Starry, Starry Night. That's such a pretty song. It is a pretty song. And you know what? Since I heard it when I was young, I didn't know it was about Van Gogh. I thought he was just talking about a woman. And then I figured out it was Vincent Van Gogh. And I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense. She was a speaker. Very nice, Kathy. All right, so this is for Pete and Shantal. Like, how do they see each other? Oh, doggone it. This came flying out. We'll just put this back. You know, I like to have fun in my lives. And I have a curious question. Like, you guys know I react to Shantal. How come she doesn't get the same kind of trolls that I do when I do my tarot live sometimes? Like, I have people come in here and spam the crap out of my chats and try to use the N word. And I don't ever see those people in her chats. Why is that? Why are they always coming over here and bugging me? Why is everybody always picking on me? I never see those trolls in her chat. It's always me. I don't get that. Hey, Hilf. She got the fastest block finger in the West. Yes, she does. That hoof can move at light speed, let me tell you. Fastest hooves in the West. All right, so. All right, Pete. Who should I do first? How Foodie sees him or how he sees her? All right, so we'll just do, how does Pete see Shantal first? Oh, that's perfect. Hey, Witch of the Wildwood. So the first one, this is how he sees her. He's got a giving heart, showing love, caring actions, selfless gestures. He's got a giving heart when it comes to Shantal. Like, his heart is full of flowers when it comes to her. He's just very, very giving with her. And that makes sense because he cares about her. He absolutely cares about her. Like, he wants to give to her. She abuses that, but he still wants to give to her. There's also the trolling. But he feels like also, even though he gives to her and he cares about her, that she has a tendency, no, not you, yelling me, not you, darling. He also feels that she has an intention. She's a bit of a troll. That she's very provocative. So she intentionally causing upset, baiting a reaction, provoking disputes. Like, she loves chaos. She loves drama. She likes to cause drama and upset and provoke everybody. So being around her is not a relaxing experience. Like, if you're around her, you almost expect her to troll you or be dramatic or be over the edge, and just you can't relax around someone like Shantal because she's a constant troll. She trolls her audience, she trolls her subscribers, she trolls her family. It's all about being the center of attention. So he's just come to know that about her, and he's always tiptoeing around her. Like, there's this feeling of he can't be fully honest with her because he's always tiptoeing around her emotions and her mood shifts and all of that. There's always a sense of, like, afraid to be honest, afraid to open up, afraid to just let your guard down. So, like, he cares about her, but he's always tiptoeing around her. Yeah, this is about Pete and his thoughts on Shantal. Like he's tiptoeing around her. Tiptoe. Like always got to be careful with her. What I say? Like so like sometimes he has to cut her off. Something happened. I'm telling you, something happened between those two. Like he had to cut her off. Something happened on this last visit. Left on the road, not in the mood, avoidance. Like I think he had to cut her off quietly because she got to be too much. And maybe it had to do with hurt feelings because of something she did in Canada. Like she went to go see a certain somebody that she wasn't supposed to be seeing. Like maybe she spent time with somebody and he found out. And if he had any inclinations of being with her, that kind of burned him a bit. You know, like he just felt duped. Like his intention was to lure her back to be with her, and she went running towards somebody else. Because that's always been where her focus has been. Like this whole throwing the money out there was like a last-ditch effort to get her attention. And he got it, but then somebody else got the attention. He's not happy. Let's see. And wait a minute. And this might come out later. This might come out later, y'all. News about that might get around later. But Pete's is bossing up. Like he's just, I'm telling you, I'm feeling like there might be a shift in his energy at some point where he's just like, I got to take care of me. I'm tired of feeling pushed down by you, Shantal. I got to take care of me. He's bossing up. Yeah, and he's going to be flexing too. Good for you. You know, maybe he's tired of being the backup sandwich. Maybe he's tired of being the backup sandwich that she keeps going back to once she's eaten off of everybody else's sandwiches. So, yeah, but he's going to be high vibing. This is how Pete feels about Shantal Moxie. So he just, on the overall with these cards, he's very given to her. He realizes that she's problematic. He's always tiptoeing around her, but something happened to where he's just like pushing her away. And it might have to do with the fact that she saw somebody else in Canada that she wanted to spend time with. He found out about it. He's pissed off. Maybe news about this floats around later. So he decides to boss up, move on, and start flexing. So he's just like, let me just go ahead and take care of me. Now I want to move into, what does Shantal feel about Pete's? Like, what is the other side of that? How does Foodie see Pete's? How does she see him? Come on, show me, Foodie. How does she see Pete's? What is her point of view about Pete's? What is that? How does she see him? Spirit is saying in my head right now, she sees him as weak, controllable, bend to her will. I mean, she keeps him around for a reason, and not because she's physically attracted to him. It's about because you'll do what I tell you to do. So it's like she likes the control. Okay, so what do we got here? Yeah, so this is how Shantal sees Pete's. So basically he's just the backup man. Like this is the one she calls upon when she gets in trouble. Like SOS, I cause these problems for myself, Pete. You're the backup dude. If I get in trouble, I'm going to call on you. If I do stuff, you're going to be the guy that I'm crying on the phone with. So he's just Mr. SOS guy. Although there's not much he can do for her if she's in Kuwait. He really can't do much for her in Kuwait. Hey, Ray's day-to-day vlogs. Very nice to see you. You're day-to-day Ray on Twitter, right? Because I include a lot of your tweets in with my reacts. Very nice to see you when I do the Twitter peeps. Nice. Well, very nice to see you here. So this is how Shantal sees Pete. He's Mr. Backup, emergency guy. Like I get myself in trouble and I'm going to call on you to save me and clean up my mess. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Let me put these cards down. Y'all. Damn. Okay, we're gonna get into it. I just needed a minute. I needed a minute. Oh wow. Chantal, what are you doing to Pete's? Hidden lover, low-key situationship side piece. So she knows how to pull on those strings of Pete's. To call on whatever string is in his heart that she can take advantage of, whether it's love or lust or previous connection. Like the. So she uses him as a backup SOS rescue squad, but also as like the person that she can talk to if she wants to talk to somebody, or she might pull that flirty bullshit out of her bag if that's what's needed to get her away with Pete, because she knows it works. It still works. She turns to him again when things go financially wrong. Repo, default on payments, financially capable, repossessed assets. She's not in a good place right now. And part of the reason why she's not going back home to Pete's is because they're both too codependent. It's weird. She doesn't want an independent man because she can't control an independent man. She wants a codependent man, but a certain kind of codependent man. She wants some sort of eye candy there. So I'm looking at this card, the repo card, and as you can see from this card, this car is on a trailer, and this is kind of how she sees Pete, as just a burden, like something she's got to carry on her back. Like if I go back to Canada and live with Pete, then it's just going to switch around to where I'm going to be carrying him. I'm going to be responsible for him, and I don't want that weight. I'm sick and I can barely take care of myself. I don't want to take on the responsibility of a full-grown man. I don't know where my YouTube channel is going. I don't know what money I'm going to be bringing in. And if we move in together, he might be a bit of a slacker and not work, and then it's all on me, and I don't want that weight. He also, pardon me. She also sees Pete as being thirsty. Like he is just wanting her attention, seeking attention, needing validation, desperate and pushy. Like he's always wanting her attention. So she sees him as being very, very thirsty and need of her attention. And, it's the moment that she calls, like he's just all over her. But now, like she realizes that he's trying to level up, graduation, leveling up, lessons learned, acquired wisdom. So like she might be seeing that he's trying to boss up and improve himself. And she's salty about that. But he's salty and she's salty about it. And he is salty because he feels wronged, bitter and dramatic, jealousy. So she's wronged him so much. There are leftover feelings from that. There's a lot of just bad, bitter blood between the both of them. But it's blood that he won't speak on because he doesn't want to lose her. If he gets in her face and starts just airing out all the dirty laundry, she will leave. So he bottles it up. He represses it. He pushes it down and he eats it. And it's just, it's like acid in his stomach. So all the way back, I feel like all the way back to the first time that she cheated on him and she left him, there's bad blood. And it's been bubbling all this time. So like there's some saltiness between them. And Spirit is telling me something weird, that he lost her. He lost her long ago. So he's like, I lost her. And the only way this pain is going to get better is if I get her back. Like she cheated on me and she ran off like a teenager. Like this heartbreak that she made me feel. The only way it's going to go away or lessen a bit is to get her back. Then this loneliness will go away and this saltiness will go away. Like all of this bitterness that she left me with can dissipate. So maybe that's part of why he wants her back. But like, and everything is trash. Like she's taking, like Shantal does not see Pete as being valuable anymore. She rejects him, taken out the trash, kicked to the curb. She's essentially done with him. Like there's no tenderness there at all. It's just you're around because you want to be around. It wouldn't make me too terribly sad if you left. I would only be sad because if you have resources, I would get cut off from them. But it wouldn't be like emotionally painful for her because she lost her emotion for Pete a long time ago. She really did. Like she cut herself off emotionally from Pete a long, long freaking time ago. He never did. He never cut the cord, but she did. She basically cut it with an axe and she walked away. I don't know, Burgundy. So like I did a reading on Foodie, on Pete and Shantal. Should I do one on Scatman? Shall we go further and see what he's up to? She seems to like dangerous men. She likes drama. She likes the bad boys. She likes the drama of it all. She likes the fighting and the making up. And nice guys are boring to her. Nice guys are boring to Shantal. They're boring. Is Starry Night still here or did they have to leave? Let's see. Ooh. Are you still here, Starry Night? Starry Night might have had to leave. It is Saturday. People got things to do. I get it. How does Salah feel about Foodie? And you know what? We'll use the Van Gogh deck. She seems annoyed with Pete. Of course she is. Of course she's annoyed with Pete. She's annoyed with him because he's got money and she can't access it. She can't forcefully take it out of his hand. What he has, she can't grab and run off with. She's just annoyed the whole situation. We're going to do a reading on Salah using the Starry Night Tarot. Starry Night. That's why I was asking if you were in here. What in the world did I just do? All right, let me just make sure all of these cards are where they need to be. Why are you that way? I did not put you that way. Okay. I think she did. I think she came back to Canada with a plan. She knew she was going to go back to Kuwait. I think she knew she was going to go back to Kuwait. But she talked to Pete and she told a bunch of bullshit lies about she was like pouring honey in his ear. Oh, just telling him what he wanted to hear, thinking that he would just give her a big lump sum of money, that he was just that dumb. So she told him what she thought he would. Let's move in together. We can live together. Things will be as they once were. And maybe that's the reason why he quit his job, because he was prepared to go move with her. And then she took off. But she thought that while she was there, she could get a whole crap ton of money and then grab it and go. That she could just take that money back to Kuwait with her. And for some reason, in my head, I keep hearing $6,000. She was hoping to get that much from Pete, $6,000. So out of like 15 grand? She wanted almost half of it. Exactly. Whoa, take the money and run. She didn't get away, though. Pete stood on business. He did. He stood on Good for you, Pete. For once, you stood on business. I think maybe family or friends had something to do with that they talked to him. And even people online. People were saying, don't give her money, Pete. Don't do it. Because we all know what she's up to. We all know what she's about. And that probably pissed her off. That here are all these people. We know her. And she might have had plans to, like, take the money and go. But because people were, like, in his ear telling him, don't do it, bro. Don't do it. He might have listened a little bit. These cards are messing me up because both sides look the same. Dang it. Quit that. My cards are all messed up. Let me fix them. The front and the back look the same. That is so messing me up as a reader. I'll fix it. She'd probably be $100 on Ganache Pick by the week. Like I said, I think that Pete was nice. He did nice stuff for her. But then she got greedy and she wanted more, and that bit her in the ass. You know, maybe Pete's had a moment of clarity. Where Foodie asked for $6,000, he probably thought to himself, you know, if I give her $6,000, I just quit my job. That's not going to give me as much time to find another job. And I need to find a job because eventually that 15 grand is going to run out. So if I give her $6,000, it's going to leave me with what, 9? That'll last me for about 5 months worth of rent, 4 or 5 months. I might need more time than that, but if I keep all of it in my pocket, you know, it gives me more time. So maybe he just stood on business for that reason. I'm sure she probably would give that money to you know who. Yeah, I saw the latest mukbang from her. That's all I'm going to say. That's how I feel. I see that shit and I go, really? All right, so we're going to do one on salad. See what this has to say about salad. You know, Foodie can't be married to salad. She's already married. She's been married for years and she's very faithful to her partner. She's married to food. She's very faithful to food. She's never cheated on food. She will never divorce food. Okay? She's already married. She is a happily married woman to food. Yeah, I think so too, Dot. All right, this is for Salah. Okay, let me just put down these cards. Let me take a look at them. See what's going on here. These are some beautiful cards. Oh my God, wait till y'all see. So, let's see. So the first card down for Salah is the Four of Wands. Hey, Brenda Sequin, thank you so much for the super chat, super sticker thing. Appreciate it. So we got the Four of Wands. What is that in the background? What is that? I keep getting this image of like what is in my mind right now? What's in my mind is sometimes the wand is a spear, or the wand turns into a spear. How does that work? Like, just there is conflict in trying to be productive. Like the way he's gone about it, there is conflict. There is conflict within himself. There is conflict outside of himself. So it's the path that he's taken to being productive, to being prosperous. It's not without its strife. It's not without its challenges. Like if you carry a wand, you must also carry a spear, because what you want to happen, what you want to be creative and prosperous, you're going to have to fight for, and it's going to cause a fight. Does that make sense? It's just, it's a path that is littered with strife and fight and conflict. So you got the Four of Wands. Like him just walking along that path. You got the moon, and it looks like that. Those look like spears to me. You know, you got the field of wheat on either side, but the person is walking in the middle of the wheat, facing towards the moon in the dark. And so like that is the path of the Four of Wands that he's decided to take. You've also got the King of Cups. He wants to be the King of Cups. He wants to be that guy, the King of Cups. He's got the biggest cup in front of him. Problem is, Foodie's never going to allow that. Not with the path that he's chosen. As long as it's her cup, it'll never be his. She will always own it. The money is coming from her. The prosperity is coming from her. So he cannot sit on a throne and say, I'm a King of Cups, because he's not paying for the cup. He's not getting the money or whatever in the cup. So you can't say, it's mine and look at me and I'm responsible. So that's a position that he tries to maintain in the public of like, I'm the man and I'm successful. No, you're not. No, you're not. Mr. Excel spreadsheets. No, you're not. I saw that shit on Twitter. with that comment of him saying, I'm doing my Excel spreadsheets and I'm adding more names. Well, good for you, college graduate. Excel spreadsheet. Shut up. I'm so busy, y'all. We sold over 200K bottles of Beezer spray. Sure you did. Sure you did. And I got a bridge to sell you in San Francisco real cheap. Dirt cheap, as a matter of fact. All right, so moving on to the Page of Pentacles. Again, he's Life by Cindy Locale. She does tarot readings via group, and she's a trip. Life by plus Cindy. Where have I heard that name? I know there was one person who was a bit of a horror cow. She had substance problems. She did tarot readings. I looked into that person, but she was getting on camera very high, and I'm like, nope, I'm not going there. I'm not going there. It's too much. It's too much over the edge. Is that the person or is that somebody else? I'll have to look into her. Who is that? But there was one that did tarot readings and she would get on inebriated. I'm an admin assistant. Most businesses use some kind of database for client contacts nowadays, not Excel. Well, you know what, Steady? See, he was just bragging like, I'm so busy. I'm a busy businessman. I'm using Excel. I'm like, come on, dude. Come on. Oh, Smashy Cat. I think that's the one. Light by Cindy. I have to look into her. Her name sounds, yeah, that is Ashy Cat. You're right. You're right. I saw her stuff. I heard that she did tarot, but I saw videos of her being nodding out, and I'm like, nope, I'm out. Too much, way too much. Okay, so the Page of Pentacles, like he's looking for other opportunities with the Page of Pentacles. Like he wants to get on with things. Like he's still taking money from Shantal, but I think he just wants to get on with things. I think he's getting to a point where he realizes that she is just a dead end. Like things are only going to go so far, and he's only going to get so much money out of her, and things are never going to get better. Like he just wants to get on with things. He wants more. He wants more money. He wants to have more money. He's only going to get so much out of her because she's being so stingy. And the Chariot, he wants to travel. He's looking to get on his journey. Just get on with it. I feel a sense of like restlessness from him, where he's like, I just want to get on with it. I don't want to be around her anymore. I want to be on my own path. Just get on the horses and the chariot and go. Like he's rearing to go. He's just like, he wants to get away. Part of the problem is the fact that he's the fool. Like she got him conditioned to the free and easy, lazy lifestyle. She got him used to it. She knew exactly what she was doing when she did that. Get him used to not working and not having to have a regular job, and he'll get addicted to it the way that I'm addicted to food. He doesn't want to leave it, and he'll put up with me. So like he wants that fool lifestyle, and he wants someone to pay for it. He doesn't want to pay for it himself. But y'all ready? We got the Justice card. Okay, not just a pretty face. Thank you for being here, love. So we got the Justice card. I feel like things right now, like the scales are starting to even out a bit. They're starting to even out. Where before, when they first started talking, she had more control of him. Like the scales were this way. She had more control of him, and she could manipulate him more, and she could play games with him more, and he fell for it. But it's been almost 3 years. So the control is starting to weaken, and now the scales are evening out. Like he is still blind to what's going on. Like he's not fully aware. He doesn't want to, but like things are starting to even out. Hey, Grateful Life with the Justice card. Justice card doesn't always mean like legal justice. It's just like things have been out of whack and out of balance since they met. And it's almost 3 years. So like things are shifting around. Things are always shifting around. Energies are always shifting around. Mindsets are shifting around. And it's just like the tables are slowly starting to turn. Shantal is not as powerful as she once was over Salah. He started to take some of his power back. And that's taken some of the thrill out of the game for her. And he's staying more away from her. And whenever he does, he feels better. Okay, let me just get on to the rest of these cards. Okay. Oh. Yikes. Okay, so we've got the Two of Cups. Part of that freedom, like the getting away from her, might be talking to somebody else. We kind of saw that in the other reading, though. Y'all saw that. Like I think he might be spending time with another. And with the Five of Wands, let's see. Let me just take a look at this card. Now, I'm taking this card a certain way. With the Five of Wands, I feel like the wands look like brooms to me. These look like brooms to me. And I keep getting the feeling like the flowers in the background, I feel a sense of wanting to establish a home somewhere else and just establish a stable, steady home, settling down, that sort of thing. Like he's kind of interested in that. Like it's like the apartment is not his home. It's not what he considers home. He wants something rock solid, and the ocean villa is not it. So he wants a place where he can sit down, he can relax, take a load off, have friends over. Like there's a sense of like wanting to establish a strong, steady home. Like he's wanting that settle down life. And he doesn't have that with Shantal. She's too valuable. Yeah, because the Two of Swords, with the Two of Swords, it's like, pick your battle, dude. Pick your battle. You got Two of Swords. Pick your battle. You got to pick one. You can't pick up both those swords. You got to pick one. They're both pretty huge. You're standing between them versus picking one up. He's stuck in the indecision of, should I stay or should I go? Should I continue this thing with Shantal or should I let it go? He's afraid to make a move. He doesn't want to move. He doesn't want to rock the boat. So he stands between the swords versus picking one up and just starting to fight. And the Wheel of Fortune is definitely turning for him. It's always turning. It's turning, and if he goes the right way, then you can have the Ten of Pentacles. You know, like whatever you want, it's out there. But you've got to make the right choices. You've got to make the right decisions. Yeah, especially if you want the Ace of Cups. You've got to head down the right path versus the wrong one. You know, but he's too busy throwing tricks around and being the magician. You got to have more than just one trick in your hat. You know what I mean? Like you got to do more than just one trick to be a successful musician. So that's it for Salah. I think I've covered everything I need to cover. I don't know what you guys think. You can't have kids. You know what? I'm not going to diagnose him with anything like that. But maybe he can have kids. I don't know, but let's just say you're right. Let's just say that he can't produce children. He still wants a home where everything is like he's with somebody and it's comfortable and it's relaxing. You can still be with a person and not have children and have a happy home. He doesn't have a happy home with Shantal. It's chaos. It's mess. It is he's not happy being there. He wants a home that feels like home, that is home. He doesn't have it. So have I forgotten anybody that I should cover, y'all? It's poop on the sheets. That's funny. Have I covered everybody? Because if so, I can do like my funny readings, if y'all are up for the funny readings. What is up with these cards? We could do like the funny reading. Bleh, words in my mouth today. We could do the funny reading and then close it out for the day. Do the neighbors. Shiggles? What are shiggles? What are shiggles? Shingles? Shiggles? I don't know what shiggles are. Hey, Pisces. I'm about ready to end the readings, Pisces. I did a whole bunch, and now we're doing like the comical fake readings. Wait, I'm not done yet. Y'all are saying bye. Not quite done yet. We're almost done. Oh, shits and giggles. I've got the perfect topic for the funny reading. Y'all, we have to get the tea on hotel mattress, don't we? After that story she told us, I'm sure mattress has some things to say. I'm sure mattress is not happy. And considering what poor mattress has been through, mattress deserves a voice, doesn't it? Well, you said shits and giggles, so doesn't mattress fall into that category? Mattress gate. We gotta get the tea on the room. But mattress especially, because poor mattress needs therapy. Mattress is over there on the couch all right now saying, like I literally got crapped on. I don't know what to think. I've never had that happen to me in my life. People have laid on me. Kids have jumped on me, but I've never had that experience. Because normally that's an experience for toilet. That's what toilet is for. Somebody is like mistaking me for toilet and I don't know how. And I want answers. So poor mattress is in therapy. It's like I'm a bed. How did I get mistaken for a toilet? There's no bowl here with water. What happened there? Anyone believe they really charged her for a couple $100 for sheets? Did she say that, Blondie? See, here's the thing. I was reacting to that, and when she said the deposit was 1,000 Thai baht, I looked it up. 1,000 Thai baht is equal to $28.73 USD. She said that they kept 300 Thai baht. That's equal to $8.73. Y'all can go look it up right now if you want to. So it sounds like they just charged her for some new sheets. I don't know what she's talking about. $300 for the bed. Unless they were charging for other things, and that's where that came from. I'm sure she broke a lot of things. And she broke the shelf. Tell you what, y'all, let's give a round of applause to the hotel management and staff for being smart enough to stop her at the door before she could sneak out. Let's give them a round of applause for being that smart. They saw her coming and they knew what she was up to. She was like, I'm just going to poop on this bed and run off. And by the time they figure it out, I'm on the plane. And they're like, oh no, wait a minute. Wait. Before you leave, you ain't going nowhere, ma'am. Let's give them a round of applause because they were not stupid. They were not having it. She had to go through the embarrassment of thinking that she was going to do something that foul and get away with it. And they caught her. Is it typical for hotels to stop guests at the door? No. But I think they did that with her just because of all the troubles she had caused while she was there, flooding the room because of the AC, not letting the maids clean the rooms like they should have been able to, all of the garbage she kept leaving. They left a roll of garbage bags there. I mean, they were giving her hints like, you're doing too much. So like they saw her coming, that she was a troubled guest. But let's get into poor mattress. She's like, oh, it only stained the sheets because they put a covering on the bed. Good thinking, hotel. But it doesn't matter. She didn't clean up the mess and apologize and make it right. She was planning to sneak off and not do right. That's what makes her a bad egg. All right, so let's get into, we're doing this on the hotel mattress, and some friends might drop by, like Jeff, because Jeff might have been there too. All right, so what do we got? Okay. Oh God. We're starting off on a funny note. Mattress is mad. Mattress is real mad. Mattress is very upset. Because Mattress had a routine of just being in the room and minding its business. And, and Mattress enjoys the company of the guests that come in, listening into their conversations and them, snuggling on Mattress. And ever since Shantal did that thing that we know about, like, it stopped people coming in for a while. So Mattress is pissed off. Like, you're cock blocking me, lady. You made a mess of me, lady. Ruined my sheets, lady. Now they have to go get me whole new sheets and stuff and pillows because of what you did. It wasn't enough that she was there for about a month and poor Mattress had to deal with her. But to add insult to injury, she poops on it? Like, how rude is that? How rude is that? I gave up my sheets for you. Mattress is mad. Mattress is so mad. It's like, you're stopping me from doing what I'm supposed to do and entertaining new guests and hearing their stories and just giving comfort to all these weary travelers. The nerve of you. Oh, and Mattress also wants us to know that even though there was a cover on the bed, Mattress had a plan. It did. It had a diabolical plan. Unfortunately, it did not get to carry out its plan. See, Mattress had an idea, because he just got pissed off with a 500-pound beast laying on it. So the idea was that one of its springs were going to poke through the fabric, and when Shantal sat down, that she would get hooked like a fish. So that was the plan. Like, teach her a lesson. She would get on Mattress and not bathe, not shower. Mattress didn't like that. So Mattress had this diabolical plan, like, I'm going to get back at her. I'm going to let one of my springs poke through the fabric, just for spite. And y'all, there was a dirty offer. It was a dirty offer. After Chantal would go to bed early in the morning and put on her CPAP looking like Darth Vader, there was a dirty offer. Guess who made the dirty offer? Guess who made the dirty offer? There were some dirty offers being made to Mattress in regards to Chantal, because Mattress was all in their feelings. But Mattress can only take things lying down because, it's a mattress. What else can they do? They can't stand on business because there's no legs. So they got to take things lying down. But there was a dirty offer. Who was the dirty offer from? There were a couple of them. One dirty offer came from Jeff, because our friend Jeff, girl world adjacent, always around, always hovering around Chantal, attracted by the scent of her vileness. There was one dirty offer from Jeff. There was another one from Pillow, because Pillow and Bet are close. They stay close together. So there was a dirty offer. Pillow was like, I'll give you a dirty offer. Okay. I'll give you a dirty offer. Like, if she farts on me, I'll make sure to have that part next to her face when she goes to sleep. So that was a dirty offer. Just for spite, because Pillow was looking out for Mattress. And it's like, you want to get back at her? I'll help you out, bro. And who's always partying? Who's partying here? So air conditioner, always partying. Air conditioner is always cool, always cold, always partying. Air conditioner was looking in on all this mess, partying, pissing off Mattress and Pillow, because air conditioner is having a good time, but that's because Chantal can't touch air conditioner too much. But, oh, what's going on here? So Jeff decided to help out Mattress. Jeff is like, look, I'm a housefly. What do? We land on things, we eat rotten things, and we lay eggs. So Jeff offered up his services as well. Of like, hey, just to get back at Chantal, if she lays behind like some food or some fruit, I'll lay some eggs. I'll make it very unpleasant for her. She'll have tons of my relatives and me flying around her head. So Jeff offered up his child services, baby making services. Jeff and Mrs. Housefly would get to work, making babies and such. So Jeff was creeping around, waiting for the right moment to do so. But It was the same shit, different day. So poor mattress is just laying there, minding its business, suffering, absolutely suffering. But there was a queen rising. Who is the queen rising? Who is this rising queen in the hotel room? Who is that? Who is the rising queen? The rising queen was, who was that? It was not Bidet. Bidet is not the rising queen. Who is that? It was toilet paper. Toilet paper was the rising queen. Toilet paper said, like, she's full of shit. And I'll help you out, mattress. I will take care of things so that she doesn't bother you so much. Mattress was uninterested. Absolutely uninterested. Said, you can't wipe that much up, bro. Sorry. Who is clout hungry? Who is the clout hungry one? Something was clout hungry in the hotel room. Who though? Something's clout hungry. They're doing the dirt digging. Who was it though? Show me. It was Hairbrush. Hairbrush is responsible. Shantal had a hairbrush, but Hairbrush never got used because she doesn't have much hair. But Hairbrush said, I'll help out. I'll dig up some dirt because I'm clout hungry. I'm not getting used anyway. And then Hairbrush and Comb moved on together. Because, they're buddies. Match pair. And so Mattress is like, we need a forcer here. We need someone that's a bit more forceful. So they brought in Laxative, because Laxative is a bit of a forcer. Like force things to happen. And that crushed Chantal's ego when that accident on the sheets happened. But poor Mattress got the brunt of that, didn't he? And there was an offer. After this little accident, toilet paper felt bad about it. Paper towel felt bad about it. Garbage bag everybody felt bad about it. They couldn't believe it happened. So there was an offer from all of these to clean them up. And then paper towel came along and said, my paper towels are superior and I can clean this whole mess up by myself. And like, yeah, let's see you do it. But paper towel actually did clean up the mess. And everybody was happy. They're like, we hit the jackpot. We had the best paper towels in the world. And paper towels like, we told you so. I used my whole roll for this occasion, but I did it. So maybe next time you'll believe in me. But there are some legal issues. Mattress is still mad, even though Mattress has been cleaned up. The sheets are new. Like, Mattress wants to sue Shantal for the experience. Just because it's just too late, but at the same time, Mattress is too busy winning. Experiencing things that they can't talk about. Private moments. What happens on the mattress stays on the mattress. You get me? We don't talk about the rule. Rule number 1 of Mattress: you do not talk about what happens on mattress. Rule number 2, you do not talk about what happens on the mattress. Mattress is known for being very quiet, not spilling their secrets. But y'all look out, because Mattress might break that rule and come online and give us some tea about Shantal. So look for the name Mattress in Girl World soon. If we see Mattress, we'll know it's Mattress. Or perhaps the name Cotton Fluffy Bum. One of the two. They might have different sock accounts. So I hope you guys enjoyed that fake phony reading. Poor mattress. Mattress didn't deserve all that. Hope that made you guys giggle today. Poor mattress will never recover from what happened. They'll never forget it. No, mattress. Thank you. I hope you guys have enjoyed, and it was a lot of fun doing this stuff today. So I hope to see you guys around. Like I don't know if Shantal's done anything new. The last time I saw, she did that mukbang. I don't even know what to do with that. If I should react to that or not. I've got things to say, but I don't want to show her eating. What should I do? Should I just react to it as it is? It didn't look that bad. Like she wasn't going ham with the food. It was still bad. It was still bad. I could pull it apart again and just keep the audio. But I don't think she's done anything else after that. They're all bad. You got a point there. All right, guys, I'm going to go and get some stuff done. So y'all take care and have a good day, y'all. And please enjoy your weekend, all right? So be well, everybody. Don't forget to like and subscribe and give a thumbs up. Thanks, y'all. And please have a good one. And I really appreciate you being here. Thanks, everyone. Bye.